Asanteni sana. Huyu Jirongo alinitafuta jana. Alikuja kwa ofisi yangu, nilikuwa na wageni, and then he ambushed me. And the UDP is having a delegate conference tomorrow, and I want you to be the chief guest. Kisa mimi niko na shughuli mingi kesho. Niko na mkutano mwingine around the same time. But he prevailed the way he has always been prevailing from the days of YK92. Akasema mpaka ukuje. Nikamwambia ni kesho iko tena NDC ya PNU. But he said I must come even for just half an hour. Nimekuja? Baba amekuja. So now I thought, what do you tell the delegate of UDP? He had told me something about the philosophy, ideology of UDP, and I said, I'll just talk to them as Kenyans. So I'll put some little notes here. It will guide me in what I want to tell you people. And I'm saying that we are honored to join you at your National Delegates Convention as you prepare to hit the road and help change Kenya in the August elections. Because this party shares our greater vision for a better Kenya, bringing the people together, I'm happy to associate with it. Great things happen when Kenyans come together. Today, Kenya, like many nations, faces numerous challenges as Hon. Sarah Jirongo has enumerated. Our economy is not strong enough to care for our people. But remember in 2002, things were just as gloomy, and we came together, and things changed. Today, our youth have no jobs. Our elderly are not adequately taken care of in retirement. Our agriculture is unable to feed our people and to earn us adequate foreign exchange. Teachers in our schools, just like the parents, are feeling squeezed. University academics and non-academic staff, doctors and nurses are all living in duress. There can be no doubt that this country needs a massive investment in sectors like manufacturing, infrastructure, healthcare, and information technology to create wealth and employment for our people. Virtually all Kenyans are caught in a daily battles to make ends meet. Virtually all Kenyans are caught in a feeling that however hard they try, they just can't get a breakthrough. There can be no denying that the country needs massive efforts to promote and protect the small-scale businesses from unfair competition, particularly from foreigners. We equally need to address the issue of punitive taxation so that we promote, not punish, investment. We need a fair and transparent tax regime backed by a clean and efficient public service. We need a country with zero tolerance to corruption. A section of our leaders seem to believe that corruption is a right and a privilege that they must enjoy. However, ladies and gentlemen, Wana UDP, these challenges are not insurmountable. They are not a reason for us to give up on our country and sell anger, hopelessness to our people. As I've said before, our country is ripe for a third and final liberation. You remember, The first liberation removed colonialism and brought independence to our country. The second liberation, which was also just as protracted, brought us a new and progressive constitution. Both were achieved through unity and a shared sense of purpose among Kenyans. Great things happen when we come together. The third liberation that we all agree needs to happen must bring tangible economic prosperity to our people with a clear pathway for upward social mobility. Like the first two liberations, the third liberation will require unity of purpose and clarity of direction. That is the vision of Azimio la Umoja. Hiyo ni shabaha la Azimio la Umoja. We are determined to create the political and ideological unity that we require to confront the problems affecting our people. Our plan includes rolling out an all-out war on poverty and unemployment in Kenya, tackling healthcare challenges through more hospitals, more doctors, more well-paid and motivated health workers, and insurance, health insurance. We plan to create a broadly shared and widely supported vision on education of our children, with more schools, more trained, well-paid and motivated teachers and focused learners. We have plans for a broadly shared vision to help each and every Kenyan citizen fulfill their basic hopes for a fair chance of upward social mobility, a full-time job on full-time pay, decent homes, good schools for children with good teachers, and security when faced with sickness or unemployment or old age. We have plans for a fair deal, particularly for our vulnerable citizens like single mothers, widows, the disabled, and the elderly. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the Messiah came on earth and left over 2,000 years ago. Muslims to 600 later, when Muhammad came and went. There is no Messiah here in Kenya or anywhere else on earth. No single man or woman can claim to be able to single-handedly fix the many problems facing this nation. We have to do it together. We believe that to address the problems afflicting our people in a sustainable manner, we must meticulously cultivate an inclusive political establishment and use it to pursue our aspirations, confront our nightmares, and denounce our prejudices. I believe the united development has been able to move forward. So when we say we have the will and the experience required to fix our country, the other side should listen, trust, and obey. They have a record of wrecking the country. We have a record of fixing the country. With the unity, we shall never fail. I wish you well in your journey ahead. I want to say we need to get this right this time. Bring the people of Kenya together. We know where we've come from as a country. We know where we are today. And we know our destination, where we should go. Kenya has been here now for 58 years as an independent country. I was present when they were struggling for independence. And they were saying that, look, we want Mzungu atoke. Let Africa take over so that we can confront three major enemies of our people: ignorance, poverty, and disease. 58 years since independence, those enemies are still there. Some of them have even grown stronger today. Unless we change the direction, another 50 years we shall still be here where we are. Kenya is playing at third division, where it does not deserve to play. It's only in Super League in terms of corruption. This we must change. This we must change. Unless we change this, Kenya will not get anywhere. And that's why we said we must deal first with the issues of poverty. We must get our people to work. And I've said that we start with education. Every child born in our country, irrespective of socio-economic status of the parents, will get equal opportunity for education from nursery, primary, secondary, tertiary, up to university. And when they finish their education, they will be able to get meaningful jobs, which will help them to change their socio-economic status. Not pushing wheelbarrows. Not pushing wheelbarrows. And those who want to do business will get access to credit from a fund that we will create so that they can be able to do business and do not have to repay anything until after 7 years. So that they can advance themselves. That for our women and our youth. And we will also empower our people who are engaged in agriculture. Introduce smart agriculture, so that agriculture can also be an employer and a rewarding to the farmers. No country in the world does not have subsidized agriculture. Even in the US, in Europe, agriculture is always subsidized. So we will subsidize cheap fertilizer for our farmers and other inputs so that they can be able to make profit out of farming. We will also ensure that we do a value addition to crops coming from our agriculture by creating industries, processing industries. Also industries that will also be able to process our minerals so that we don't have to be exporting raw materials and importing finished products. That is industrial Kenya. And we said, one county, one product. That will be there. We've also said that there are a category of Kenyans, single mothers, who are the single parents. They are the fathers and they are also the mothers. These women suffer seriously. The children themselves don't get equal opportunity for education. So we said we will treat these people as people who are vulnerable and will get special assistance from the government. Healthcare is another problem. Many Kenyans die of treatable diseases. Those who are sick cannot afford to even buy medicine. They want to be admitted in hospitals. They're not allowed to be admitted because they have no money, which hospitals are demanding as deposits. Then, some of them are admitted to the hospitals. They've been treated, but they're held hostage in hospitals until so much money is paid. And the bill continues to accumulate. And the hospital beds are more expensive than a 5-star hotel bed in a room in Nairobi. So all this, what is the solution? Before you go there, someone who died in the hospital, was treated and died. The body is held hostage in the mortuary. So much must be paid before the body is released to those who are the bereaved. Shameful. So we change this. What is the solution? What is the solution? Baba care. Baba care. Baba care. We will ensure that each and every Kenyan citizen is in a health insurance scheme, universal health care program, which is comprehensive, so that when they are sick, they'll be able to be attended to even if they don't have money. That's what we'll do. Finally, there are those people who you call them the poor of the poor. Kwa Swahili, sio maskini, mafukara, hohehahe, hawindi. Not through their own selection, but because of circumstances and factors which have conspired against them. Some in the rural poor, farmers, the rains have disappeared, the crops have dried up, so you have got hunger in the rural areas. Pastoralists, the animals have died because there's no water, there's no pasture. And so therefore the children have nothing to eat. They have been poor. Mwingine amepiga lami, ana chochote. Mwingine alikuwa anafanya kazi, amefutwa kazi. Mwingine alikuwa anafanya kwa kampuni nyingine, hiyo kampuni imefilisika. So they don't even have money to pay rent. These urban poor. In the US, in Europe, even in Brazil, even in India, even in Egypt and Namibia, these people are treated as vulnerable people. And they have got a social protection program to cater for these people. So we say that we will introduce a social protection fund in this country. And these vulnerable families without any income, will get from the government every month 6,000 shillings. Wanatangatanga wanasema, oh, baba anadanganya watu, hakuna pesa. Mimi nimeshakuwa waziri mkuu ya Jamhuri ya Kenya. Najua pale pesa iko. Najua pale hao watu wanapenya kila mara kwa mara na kuingia na kuiba pesa zetu. Mimi najua. Sasa ile wanaingia membamba kama sindano. Baada ya mwaka moja mefura kama kupe. Unajua? Nitaziba hizo mianya zote. Utapata pesa ya kutosha ya kumudu hii mpango. Sawa? Sasa ile maiba pesa zenu, anabeba na gunia. Anakuja naye. Oh, mimi nataka kufanya harambee kwa vikundi vya vijana. 5 million. Vikundi vya kina mama 5 million. Basi ya shule 10 million. Ameingia kwa kanisa. Sasa yeye akiwa Mkristo kushinda kasisi au askofu. Atufungulieni Nehemia 5 fungu ya 2. Inasema nini? Yeye amekuwa Mkristo kabisa. Ati huyo askofu ana gari 10 million. Mtu mmoja ana kila mwezi anatumia 1,100,000 kwa harambee mshahara yake ni milioni 2 peke yake. Hii nyingine inatoka wapi? Ni pesa yenu ambayo ameiba, sio? Simejua namna hiyo. Tutaziba haya yote, tutapigana na ufisadi katika taifa letu na Kenya itaendelea mbele. Asanteni sana. Mungu awabariki.
Asanteni sana. Ningeomba viongozi wote wasimame kwenye picha tafadhali. Anastasia.
Usiwe manamba wa matatu. Unasema twende na kisha hauendi. Tuko pamoja. Kama tuko kwa Azimio baba, sorry.
Ngoja kwanza. Nilikuja hapa na viongozi Fred Gumo, tuko naye hapa Kangumu. Niko hapa na Mpuru Aburi, mwenyekiti wa Mpeu chama. Vile nataka mjue ya kwamba kesho wana Jubilee watakuwa na NDC yao, na kesho kutwa ODM itakuwa na NDC. Alafu siku hiyo wana Jubilee na wana ODM na wale vyama vyote ambaye wanaunga Azimio watakuja pamoja kuunda Azimio. Kwa hivyo Azimio itaundwa. Mimi naalika UDP na Wiper na KANU wakuje tuunde Azimio pamoja. Asante sana.
Asante sana. Ningeomba viongozi wa OKA wasonge mbele tupate picha na baba. Tafadhali. Anastasia.
Usiwe manamba wa matatu. Twende mpaka kwenye bebe. Ubarikiwe. Usaidia kuchapa makofi mazuri wakati tunachukua picha hizo. Usiwe manamba wa matatu. Anasema twende kisha anabaki nyuma. Usiwe manamba wa matatu. Anasema twende kisha anabaki nyuma. Usiwe pigani hata wadala. Anasema twende kisha anabaki nyuma. Usiwe manamba wa matatu. Anasema twende kisha anabaki nyuma. Usiwe manamba wa matatu. Anasema twende kisha anabaki nyuma. Twende mbele wote wa Kenya. Baba akiwa the 5th president. Usiwe pigani hata wadala. Anasema twende kisha anabaki nyuma.
Ningependa sasa tumrudishie Mheshimiwa Cyrus Jirongo baada ya hiyo, kisha atatufungia ndio tutapata wimbo wa taifa.